In the Old Testament, the Jordan is a part of the history of Israel as the sacred river which divides the Promised Land from the desert, while in the New Testament it is the place of the baptism of Jesus. This event was celebrated on the Sunday following the Feast of the Epiphany and brought together pilgrims and local Christians. There are still hundreds of faithful in the middle of the desert, coming from the different parishes of the Holy Land, who took part in the procession together with the Franciscans to reach the banks of the river. The Mass was celebrated by Brother Francesco Patton, Custos of the Holy Land, while the homily was given by Brother Mario Hadkiti. 3 children from the parishes of the Holy Land were baptized. This was a meaningful feast celebrated on the banks of the Jordan River. The place of the baptism is important and significant because many events in the history of salvation took place here. Above all, Joshua crossed these waters to bring the people of Israel into the Promised Land. In this place, Elijah was taken into heaven at the end of his life, and the moment of Jesus of Nazareth completes all these images, opening them to a future dimension, which for us means the entrance of our new people of the Alliance into the true Promised Land, which is the kingdom of heaven, where Elijah entered on a chariot of fire. For us, this fire is the fire of the Spirit, which together with the water manifested itself in this place as a sign of the Christian baptism, which brings us to the death and resurrection of Christ and leads us to the Father. I have been here on other pilgrimages, and today I am on pilgrimage for this beautiful occasion with the Franciscans of the Holy Land to celebrate here the day of the baptism of Jesus. The message of the Gospel that we read today is, "This is my beloved Son." We cannot forget that the baptism was given to us to remind us that we are always sons and daughters of this God who came, became flesh, lived, died and rose again for all of us. Besides the major historical value contained in the biblical texts, this place overcame many obstacles to the present day, which made the celebration even richer. I first came to Jordan in 2002, when it was only a military place and the friars could do this celebration only on the last Thursday of October. Later on, gradually, the State of Israel reopened the area for all the pilgrims, and I have now the joy of coming not only in this significant annual celebration, but also when I lead groups in this holy place, the Jordan River. Francesco Patton visited the land of the Franciscan friary, recently cleared of mines.
E questo sito è un sito legato all'evento del battesimo di Gesù.
This place is related to the baptism of Jesus. Therefore, we hope to be able to restore and recover it with the demining of the area, in order to encourage pilgrimages to the place of the baptism. And if one day it is possible to walk around the whole site, it will be even more significant, because we could go beyond the Jordan.
Il sito sarà ancora più significativo perché potremo andare al di là del Giordano.
Meanwhile, on the Jordan site, the Catholic churches celebrated with faithful and pilgrims on Friday the 11th of January, the National and Christian Pilgrimage, which took place for the 19th consecutive year at the place of the baptism of Jesus, opened in 2000. Monsignor Pierbattista Pizzaballa, Apostolic Administrator of the Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem, presided over the celebration. Then he invited all friends and churches from all over the world to visit Jordan, the Holy Land, referring to the remarkable development of religious tourism during 2018.